6262295. I'm from Group 14 and I will be present about the introduction of my group. So, the group event name is Corporate Annual Dinner. Why we choose Annual Dinner is because it is a symbol of appreciation towards the employees that already contribute their hard work and their dedication throughout the years. And the venue will be placed at MITC Grand Ballroom, which is very spacious and provide lots of facilities. And the time of the event will be at 7 p.m. but they can get in at 6:30 p.m. And the seating arrangement will be a banquet sitting table, which will be more detailed explanation by my group members.
Okay, my name is Tan Tian Long and my metric number is 2537X6. So now I will present about the whole operation of this corporate annual dinner. Our event will start at 7 p.m. and all the attendees are allowed to enter to the ballroom at 6:30 p.m. Before the attendees want to enter to the venue, they need to show up their workers' identity card. This action is to avoid any intruder who try to mix together and burst into the ballroom. And the total number for this event are 20 units, which can accommodate 120 people, but not including the crew. We doesn't set up the booth for registration since all the attendees involved are corporate workers and management team, so the company are registered for them automatically, and all the feedback and requirement are able to get through our website. And there will be 4 security personnel for this event, which is 2 persons will be deployed at parking site here, and another 2 persons will stand in front of the entrance to manage the check-in and to assist the attendees if they have any problems. Okay, here the entrance. Okay, and since this is just a corporate annual dinner, which is not complicated like others conference or concert, so we do not require too much security in order to save costs. And this event will start with a simple speech from the CEO and the president of the company, and after that the dining team will start serving their food to the attendees. During their dinner time, we as an event organizer have prepared a series of enjoyable programs such as singing and dancing performance. And lastly, there also will be a cash lucky draw, which is special sponsor from the company itself to reward their workers' effort. They will enjoy this event until 9:30 p.m. and start evacuated from the ballroom. After all the attendees have left, then our event team will start cleaning up the event venue. Okay, so these are the overall detail about the operation of this annual dinner. For the logistic used in the event will be explained further by next presenter. Thank you.
Greetings to Madam. My name is Tan Yasen, entry number 254847. Now I'm going to briefly talk about the event logistic. The event process actually is simple. Work creative concept through the physical sites, the budget constraints, considerations, and also the concerns of all the stakeholders to a seamless event that is safe and over-delivers on client expectations. For the traffic management, it is crucial to secure a successful event and all the guest safety. With that, we're going to set up some staff to assist them and also help to give direction to them for their parking lots and furthermore informations. A well-planned and communications of traffic management schedule as well as emergency response system is necessary for all the events. Or with those a great deals of event logistic revolving around the logistic and also the deliveries and the equipment. So we will plan the exit and entry of the events to make sure the traffic grows smoothly. Besides that, we're going to make sure all the guests and the stakeholders have undertaken and completed the necessary inductions, security checks, and also have tagged to meet the venue. The security guards will be hired to make sure all the things go smoothly and under control. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Ong Ji-Yuan, metric number 253410. Now I will present about the reason why we choose the banquet style as our setup. Okay, before that, I will explain a bit what is the banquet style setup. The banquet style arrangement is a round table setup with the participant facing each other like at a dinner table. Okay, the standard round table are either 60 or 72 inch in diameter, are used to seat 8 to 12 people. Okay, this setup will encourage a full interaction between the people sitting at one table. Okay, back to the point. We have come out with 4 reasons why we choose the banquet style as our setup. Okay, the first reason is it will provide the better flow and space. Okay, it is because there are no corner on a round table. This will create more space so the people can walk around and get to their seat. Besides that, the enhanced flow also very important as people who sit around the table not only need a space for placing their meal, but the space around the table are comfortable move and find a location compared to the other setup. Okay, this setup also will provide a better use of space in a smaller area so that there are no crowding or bumping when trying to sit down. In addition, there are no share corner to get caught when trying to get the other side. Okay, the second reason by choosing the banquet style as the seating arrangement is it will allow for more members to get to know each other. Okay, as we know, our event is corporate annual dinner. Okay, during the working time, I think not every member in one corporate will know each other. So by using this annual dinner, thus the employee will have a good opportunity to be familiar with other person for the networking purpose. Okay, this also will maintain and increase the good relationship among employees, which in turn will lead our company having a great performance in the future. That's why we choose the banquet style setup due to their nature of ease of interaction that will allow our members to get to know each other.
Hello, my name is Johnny Koh Howie. My metric number is 253022. So today I would like to continue my point 3, which is why we choose the banquet as our setup. So for more clearly, so this I print out the actual map is based on the appreciation hall for that night. So as you can see, this is the banquet table. So this left for 10 table and right for 10 table. So we need to fulfill 100 participants. So one table can fit for 6 persons. This is compared with just fit for 5 persons because we need to maintain the social distance, which is follow the SOP RMO. So one table just fit for 5 persons, which means that we need to add more 4 tables at behind to fulfill 120 participants. So this would lead the participants can't look clearly for the front stage. Secondly, if put 4 tables at behind so closely from the dessert area, which means it can increase the risk of COVID-19, which means didn't follow the SOP, which social distance 1 meter distance. So for the second part, as you can see, is we open one middle route for the VVIP coming into the hall, and we are also preparing for the protocol preparation for inviting the VVIP coming from the stage. So as you can see, is here, like compare with our square table blocking the middle route for VVIP, and this will rule out the flow. Thank you.
Hi, morning. My name is Goh An Sing, battery number 253099. So I will present about the crowd management. Crowd management is a process and step taken to safely and efficiently move attendee into, through, and out of an event. First of all, based on the event, we have several considerations about the crowd management. First is about site inspection. The event theme is corporate annual dinner, which means will involve a large amount of attendees. So we choose the site as ballroom due to have enough space and vibe to accommodate these attendees. For information, our event will involve 120 attendees. So we need a space. We have wide space. Second is about event layout. For the layout, we had ensured that they have enough space for attendees to move in safely and easily. We have arranged 2 main entrance and 4 pace exit for attendees. This will ensure that the congestion issue can avoid. Besides that, the attendee can also easily move to dessert area, and the staff can easily access to serve the attendees, as well as access to backstage management area and storage area. Third is about signage. For signage, that we focus in 3 types, which is identifications, informations, and directional. Besides this, site include entrance and exit, dessert area, administrations, security sites, as well as parking area identified. So it will provide the attendee a clearly informations and instructions to easily move throughout the event. However, a parking area have several signage also, which is area parking lot for different vehicle, assembly points, as well as VIP parking lot. So above is the considerations of crowd management that we focused.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Sarana binti Hashim. My metric number is 255364. So today I'll be presenting about the risk management assessment for our annual corporate event, which will be held at the MITC Grand Ballroom. Without further ado, let's start. Okay, before we proceed with our event, we already identify few hazards that might cause harm to our event. Hence, we need to take the precaution needed in order to avoid any harms from happening during and after our event. Moving on to the next one, which is alcohol consumption or destructive and aggressive individuals. We can also say that it will be low chances of having unnecessary incident from intoxicated attendees, since we will not provide any alcohol consumption during this event. So the next one is the contract involved, which means the fund gained from the sponsors. This thing needs to be dealt at least 1 month in prior in order to avoid unsettled preparation for the event from happening. Next one is the concern of the electrical appliances or the lighting. Things like air conditioner, fans, lighting, props, and PA system must be checked at least 1 week in prior in order to avoid unnecessary broken tools and noises during the event. The 6th on the list is the excessive trash or the wastage. As for this matter, we already assigned few people to clean up the wastage, such as food wastage after use props such as the decoration and confetti pops, in order to avoid complaints from the management hall. So the next one is the risk aid and emergency response. For this matter, we also have already assigned people with medical background to stand by as the medical team in case of unwanted injuries happen. Apart from that, we also have enough emergency measurements such as 9 units of fire extinguisher, 5 units of fire hose, 7 units of fire alarm, 7 units of exit door, 7 units of emergency lights, and 6 units of sprinkler system. The next one is regarding the food beverage served to the attendees. This is one of the crucial part where we need to hire trusted catering team to cook and serve our food in a hygienic way to avoid the food poisoning from happening. So the next one is about the transportation. The ballroom management already provided us with the parking lot for the cars and motorcycles. We also have segregated VIP parking assembly point. Apart from that, we also provide one chartered bus for those attendees who do not have their own transportation. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
So, as for the conclusion, everything that has been highlighted by my group members is very important to be implemented in the event. This is because participants always seek the uniqueness and the mesmerizing element in the event so that they could enjoy the event at the fullest, and also they are very comfortable during the event, and also everything that have been provided for them during the event will give satisfaction for them, and not to mention much more participation for the future event. This could give such benefit for both participant and the event planner. Thank you.